What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Acces today, ACS, at the request of Beat Monsky. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. I don't know, is it Beat Monsky or Beat Monsky? I always say Beat Monsky. Anyways, we're gonna do this right now. Okay, so from a relative low here to a relative high, you did not hit the 1272 actually, which is more of a bullish thing than it is a bearish thing. It might imply that you have a date with destiny that's left unattended to, and perhaps you do have to go down to 30979 or lower. Perhaps you do. After all, I will say that reaching for this area and then rejecting the 886, even tipping this area like this, it doesn't set you up for a good look. So let's see if we can find reasons to bounce beyond just this fib here, because right now that fib is actually more suggestive that you go down. Looking at the weekly RSI, here you do have higher highs in the RSI while having lower highs in the price, and that is hidden bearish divergence. Another thing that doesn't go in your favor. You are finding resistance here at prior support. That's another thing that's not going in your favor. And it might be going down. It might be going down. Let's keep our minds open and see if there's anything else that we can see in the charts here. But I'm just speaking, shooting from the hip here, from a low to a high. Let's see. Low to a high here, right below the 1414. Still looks like it wants to go down. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the weekly time frame, just to be fair. Let's look at the 3-day time frame. 3-day, a little bit more optimism there. Getting overbought, nice. Not really getting oversold so much, and you're flirting with the 50 area here. You should reject this, but you haven't. You've been consolidating, so in that sense, it kind of looks good, actually. If we're looking at this from a relative high to a relative low here, you're above the, I don't know. I would think you could go lower. You very well could go lower. I don't know if you will, but you could. I don't like it. I got to say I don't like it. The RSI gives me a little bit of hope, but I don't like it overall. Daily time frame here. Looking at this, okay, the daily time frame is kind of nice because you've broken out of your downtrend and you're finding support moving higher. Here's what I'll say. Today is kind of a pivotal day for you, because if you find support here, what it's going to look like is you're getting higher lows here and you're moving up. You're bouncing off the 50, all these good things, right? If not, if you're breaking through, it looks like you're breaking out of your uptrend. And if you're breaking out of your uptrend and you're breaking below the 50 here on the RSI, I would think that you're going lower, man. And if you're going lower, what do I mean? I don't mean just like lower than here. I mean lower than this price here. I would think that from a low to a high, you might be on your way to prices that are at literally new all-time lows. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't like this one, actually. I don't like this one at all. I don't like it. If I had any opinion on this at all, it'd be get the hell out. It would that would be my. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings there, but I'm just being honest here. 59.7 million low volume. I mean, I'm not going to hold the low volume against you, though it's not a point in your favor, I suppose. But you're moving sideways. You're being boring. So of course there's going to be low volume. You're consolidating. I think you're about to break out to the downside. So anybody holding ACS, word of caution. That's my thought on this, right? Probably any coins right now, it's probably a little word of caution. We don't know if we're about to pump or about to dump. We could go lower, but I definitely think that this one, I don't know anything about it. I haven't done any research on it as far as fundamentals go. Every time I say stuff like that, when I make videos like this, it gets me set up for all the trolls to come in here and be like, you don't know anything about it. Why are you talking about it? But if I was making a bullish video, you'd have no problem with the TA and non-fundamental knowledge, right? I think that it still has a chance to come back, but here's what I will say: if you take out this low, if you go lower than that low, this thing's going to be a loser this cycle. I'm not saying that it won't grow. I'm not saying that it won't recover to some degree, but it's probably not going to do well. In fact, I'm curious, what does it look like from a market cap to price perspective? This would just be the icing on the cake if it's been like diluting its supply and siphoning off the investors' funds. Max supply. I don't like that. Fully diluted valuation is double what the current market cap is. Sounds about right. Let's go to all-time history and log. We'll log that. So this is the price. If the market cap looks different than this, a little bit's fine, but to a degree that the market cap looks good and the price looks bad, that's a bad sign, okay? Especially because you have unlimited max supply and your fully diluted valuation is twice what it is now. Let's see. Show me the money or don't. Let's see. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it is bad, I would say. Let's see here. 53 million, right? You got 50, let's call it 54 million. We'll round up. 54 million there. And then at the low here, you've got 47 million. Okay. So 47 divided by 54. What's 47 divided by 54. Hit me, Google Calculator. Let's go. Okay. Now, if this is bigger than the next number we deduce, that's a bad thing, and I think it will be bigger. But depending on how much bigger, it can be a not bad thing. But let's just see here. So from here, the price was at a low 0.01771. So 0.001771 divided by what? What here? Let's see. Divided by this price. 0.01153. What do we got? Did I do that right or did I do that wrong? Maybe I did that wrong. Let me think here. Oh, I did do that wrong, didn't I? My bad. I think I did it backwards. 0.001153. Hold on. Yeah. Divided by, I think I did it backwards. 0.01771. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's pretty significant. I don't know. I think that's pretty significant, in my honest opinion. I don't know, guys. 87% versus 65% of a difference there, or the difference there is like 20% of a difference essentially in the drop. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Like essentially, let's put it this way. If you don't like that, let me put it this way. Okay, so here you are at 0.014. Okay, let's go back to these highs here. We'll put it on a candlestick so that way we can see the highs. The highs here, the absolute high was 0.04884. So let's do that. 0.04884. Take it from the current price. That was not the current price. 0.04884. Right, yeah. Right in this area here, okay? 232%. To get to these highs, for Acces protocol, the highs that you had back here in January, you would have to grow 232%. Okay. 232% from the current market cap would be basically like $200 million. Okay. Let's just call it 232. What's 60 million times 200? What's 60 times 232? 60 times 232. Right. No. I'm sorry. I did that wrong. 60 times 2. No. It would be 3.32. Because that's a 3x. 2.32. So 3.32. That'd be about 200 million. Okay, so good. Yeah. So 200 million. 200 million would be the market cap if we return there now. What was the market cap back there? Oh, we can't figure out. 136 million. Yeah, that's not a good look, guys. Is that right though? Is that accurate? I don't know. How would I get the market cap on this thing? Because I'm pretty sure that just takes the closing price. But still, it's probably, and it's definitely not from here. So 152 million is the highest. Yeah, that's a far bit off. That's a far ways off there. Look at that. Even you can see it in the price. You're getting new highs in the market cap. Look at the high there. Look at the new highs in the market cap. That's not even like the wicking high. That's just the closing high. And yet you're at the same prices here. You're even at lower prices on a closing basis. You had lower. So I don't like this one. I would stay away from it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if they're diluting in the times of acquisition, they're going to dilute in the times of pumping also, and it's just going to hurt the pump. So this video has gone on long enough. I think I've said everything I need to say. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.